All right, welcome to part 3 of our 4-pound haul that we got for $468, I think we said. We split it into 4 pounds, so this is, roughly 4 1-pound hauls. So this is roughly 1 pound of stuff. The first 2 parts, man, did we find some good stuff. Holy cow. Will that streak continue? I don't know. We're going to find out together. What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. Thanks for being here. I'm excited. We paid 120 bucks for what you see in front of you. We're going to try and double our money if we don't keep stuff, which I must confess we've done a poor job of part 1 and 2. We kept some really fun stuff, which probably kills our profit. But it sure is fun. Let's see how it goes with this one. That's a fun one right there. Look at this dinosaur. I think he's missing a couple of horns, maybe even 4 horns. But a really, really fun dinosaur. Yet another one we might keep. I haven't decided. Oh, no. This may turn into, hopefully we get our money back on this haul because otherwise we're keeping cool stuff. We'll see. That is an elf. Is that an elf or is that a friend? I'm not sure. There's a 501st right there. If you guys are interested in anything you see here, feel free to hit that or follow the link in the description. I sell in 2 different places, really. I sell on Bricklink and I sell on Whatnot. And you're welcome to check out both of those if you're interested. Is that a pretty good head? That might be a pretty good Star Wars pilot head. I can never remember. There's a fun hairpiece, if nothing else. There is some elf hair. Does that go with this or not? She doesn't. No, I think it goes with this. Oh, but there's another elf hair. The elves usually have that like tattoo thing on their head. I think it goes like that. That's a fun fig right there. And there's another elf hair. Maybe there's another elf figure missing hair in here somewhere. There's a dark orange torso. Not sure exactly what that is. That's just a plain gray torso, which actually has a little bit of value. There is, oh, does this go to Leather? What is his name? Leatherhead or something like that. I can't remember his name. But it's like that, what is his name? I'm gonna blank on it, but I'm assuming that's a pretty good arm for that big fig. I don't immediately see the rest of the big fig in here. There's a friend. There is some kind of dancer. There's another elf with that hair. Sweet. Hey, look at that. There's a. Does that belong to Hulk? Is that Endgame Hulk's arm, or is that, I can't remember. But there's a fist as well. We'll double check those for authenticity, but hopefully they're good to go. There's Plo Koon's torso, and there's Plo Koon's head. He's got, probably like, I don't know, 70% of the gray paint left. That's pretty good, actually. So pleased with that. I think his legs are just plain, so that should be easy to finish off. There's a clone torso. I don't know what those legs are. That's pretty funny. They don't go together, that's for sure. There's a Minecraft fig. So far, we're not finding all the bangers in part 3. Maybe we found them all in part 1 and 2. I don't know. But there's a Senate Commando. That's good stuff right there. Dude, these things are so fun. I think these glow in the dark. I'm quite sure these glow in the dark. We'll have to expose that to some more light and then check it out. But I'm pretty sure. And those things are super fun. There's a, I think this is a War Machine mask, right? And I don't know what this... Oh, look at that. That's got to be Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk. That's fun. Obviously not the War Machine helmet, but War Machine helmet has some good value. Those are the kind of things that go straight to my Bricklink store. There is a Flounder. That's fun. Here's a Green Goblin. Man, there's some fun stuff in here. There's a Derek Rose torso. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good piece right there. That is the Mon Calamari. I don't think that is... I'm going to totally blank on his name. But I think that's an expensive one. I've forgotten his specific name. But those are expensive molded heads for sure. There's a Castle Fig. There's a Spaceman. There's a guy with a mohawk. That's super fun. Hey, there's another one of these dragons. These little boogers are expensive too. Not sure if that's the most expensive one. But man, the most expensive one's like, I don't know, 25 bucks or some crazy thing like that. There's a troll. Hey, look at that. There's a ghost dog. That's super fun. I'm actually going to save that specifically for a Halloween show we're going to do on Whatnot coming up in, I think it's late September. There's a horse. Let's see. We've got lots of friends. There's more War Machine, but I think that's a different War Machine, actually. Vulture. Nice. There's a Castle Fig. Lots of friends in this one. You know, I usually sell friends in bulk. I don't usually sell them individually, but I do have some friends parts in my Bricklink store because people need, you know, some individual friend parts to finish off figs. There's a troll. Let's see what else we got. Here's more friends stuff. That I was gonna say that might be Belle, but I don't think it is. There's a helmet. I can never keep track of which of these pilot helmets are expensive, but that one I don't see very often, so maybe it's an expensive one. We got a bald cap on that friend. I'll take that off and use that to make a bald, you know, standard minifig. That's fun. Then some 501st and some BB-8 in there is fun. Ooh, look at that. That, my friends, I believe goes to a big fig. Hello there. That might be really expensive. I feel like, yeah, I got one up there already. I don't know. I think, I already have it up there. Sorry, we've got some more mail showing up. But anyway, that mask, I think is a good mask. Sweet. That's a good piece. And since I already have it, I can sell it. So that's great news. That has some really fun eyes on it for sure. I don't think it's overly expensive necessarily. There's a fun Joker right there. What else we got in here? Let's see. This is probably the worst of the 3 hauls so far. Still some really fun stuff in here, but probably the least amount of sort of like, you know, bangers of the 3 so far. Maybe we'll find something else good in here before we're done. And hopefully part 4 will be more like parts 1 and 2. You just absolutely never know what you're going to get. What is this? Number 80. I don't know what that is. Dolphin. Elsa there. Let's see. What else do we got? We've got a Castle Fig. I think that's Hidden Side right there. Oh, look at this. I wish we had his helmet. This is Agent Callus right here from Rebels. That is a very sweet fig, but he has unusual hair. So if you find his hair, that's good stuff. But really what you want to do is you want to find that helmet. Maybe it's in part 4 because I don't remember seeing it in part 1 and 2. And I don't see it here unless I just blasted past it and missed it somehow. Let's see. There is Gibbs' torso from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's good stuff right there. Let's see. What else we got? A Batman, some random stuff. There's another fist for a big fig, so that's good stuff. Ooh, look at the way we're going to finish. I think that's a pretty good hair piece right there. Again, from Elves, right? With the elf ears, but this one has the wings, so that's not one of your more common, so like this is one of more common Elves figs. Still not incredibly cheap, but, you know, much more common. That, I can't remember her name, but I think is one of the more rare ones. So there's some fun elf stuff in there for sure. Let's go. I think we'll do okay on this haul. Not the best of the 3 by any stretch, and we still have one to go. Oh, we found a seal. But I think we'll be okay on this one. I mean, again, we only paid like $1.20 per fig. So that's really not much. If you can find hauls at $1.20 a fig, you're going to do okay, generally speaking, even if there aren't a lot of absolute bangers in there. Cross your fingers for part 4. I'm hoping it's awesome. We'll see you then.